gotta fix everything.
I thought you were gonna sit on this side.
Fine.
You need to have, never mind. You need to have access to that, but I can't see, so.
No, I have access to it. Just
How? You're sitting over here. But if I move.
hello, I'm the Bunny Man,
And I'm Crazy Susie.
and we are in the Eyes of Terror, and we're miffed at each other, I guess. So
It's one of them days.
seems like I can get anything done, right?
Weather's gross and it's just. one of
Everybody's
those
anxious and nervous and all this other, and I'm just trying to get this done.
days where you could just lay in the bed all day. Luna, what you doing?
Okay.
So today's screening, if I can talk, is going to be
Halloween.
a horror classic.
No, it's not a classic. It's a remake.
It's a remake of a classic.
Well, it's actually a continuation. It's hooked around here.
It is a classic. Are we twisted up?
I'm always twisted up.
Is that the problem?
Yeah. He hates Blu-rays.
No, you gotta get what you can get. So.
Yeah. Just the controls on Blu-rays are weird. So. Alright, finally. Untangled. Alright. Hopefully we don't have that many technical problems. It's just going to be, I guess, grouchiness. And my phone being ridiculous. Alright. So, today's viewing is Halloween, the 2018 version. Just got it at Redbox today. Unfortunately had to get the Blu-ray. I just don't like how the Blu-rays are set up. Like the controls for it, that's my only issue. And it's like way more expensive. So I get an extra $1 for a Blu-ray.
We're cheap.
Well, when it comes to movies, I mean rentals, or rather, I don't, like when they brought Blu-rays out, the whole thing was it has more special features. I hardly ever watch the special features.
Mm-hmm.
So that's not a thing. That's not a hooking point for me. Like, they could put more on a disc. That's fine if it's a really long movie. But again, for something like this, it's me. Now, like, if we would get the entire collection series of 8, and then be on like all on like 1 or 2 Blu-rays, then that's something to get.
Right.
But
that would definitely decrease our collection a little bit, wouldn't it?
yeah. So well, they do carry them at Walmart. I saw them at Walmart or something. Yeah. So. Well, anyway, so this is Halloween 2018. Is a 106-minute movie. It's a horror thriller. And the synopsis is Laurie Strode confronts her longtime foe, Michael Myers, the masked figure who has haunted her since she nearly escaped his killing spree on Halloween night 4 decades ago. It's the score on IMDb is 6.7 out of 10. A 67 on Metascore.
Sit in Daddy's chair, Luna. Come on.
And Luna's being all anxious.
She wants to get over here by me and she can't. Come on. Sit down. Luna. Sit. Get up. Come on.
Well, come here, Luna. One of the two. The cast is Jamie Lee Curtis, Judy Greer, Andy.
She doesn't want by you.
Mattic
She wants to come
Jack.
over here. She's determined.
James Jude.
Wanna be on the camera? Oh, yeah? I want to be on the camera. Oh, the baby Luna.
And other people. So
I'm getting all tangled up in the cords now.
okay, and I have a beer over there I just got. No, it's a can.
Can?
Yep.
No, Luna.
So you want to show it off? It's a white zombie. I've never had this beer before.
Interesting.
Yeah.
The graphics. White zombie. White ale. Catawaba.
And this Blu-ray is being it's like start meal ready.
Very interesting graphics.
Yeah. So it's a Pilgrim White Ale, I believe.
Although named as a Halloween seasonal zombie's refreshing taste makes it a year-round staple. It is brewed in the Belgian wheat tradition of using unmalted wheat. You got wheat beer.
Mm-hmm.
It to create the light body and white sheen. Additions of coriander and orange peel give it a fruity and spicy character, while the hops are subtle and lightly detected. Don't be scared to blow the head off a zombie and drink it. Ooh, snazzy.
So, I actually didn't know if I could pick up beer today.
They changed the law.
Yeah.
You can drink wine and other such sundries on Sunday now.
Yeah, because I was like, could I buy beer on Sunday? Because we live in the South, so we have certain state, blue laws. Like we have dry county. Like we're in a dry county. We can buy beer, but we can't buy liquor. So we have to go to the next county over.
Well, you can't buy liquor by the bottle, but you can buy it by the drink.
Yeah, well.
Which to me is the dumbest thing ever, because we have people here who have 12 and 13 DUIs that are still driving, which is just... ignorance is bliss, so what can you say?
So, let's give this a swig, shall we? I've never had this beer before.
Luna, it's raining.
It's not bad.
It's a wheat ale.
It's pretty, low-key, smooth.
I've already went to the bathroom several times today. I'm not trying to tempt the beast.
You're on your medication too.
Yep, not happening.
You can taste the coriander in it.
Coriander's pretty strong. It's probably the orange peels that are going to be subtle.
It really doesn't have much of a flavor, in my opinion. I mean, take a sniff.
It's pretty mild.
If you're looking for a mild beer, this is good. When I went there, they only had like a handful of good, well, I guess they're good beers, and then the rest were like IPAs and stuff like that. So I'm like, and then every time I go there, I have to look who looks like they're going to be over 18 so I can scan out. Because I guess they put all the kids on like the morning, the day, that shift on Sundays. So I'm like, who can I look at this so I can just get
Back
this?
in the day, they would let you ring out yourself if you were over the age of 18 because nobody could ring you out. They would be like, hey, can you ring this up for me?
Yeah. So
That was the thing that they did, and now they don't do that anymore. They have to call somebody, and you're like, I got stuff I got to do.
And I think everybody and their brother was at the grocery store today too. So
Yeah,
you think it would have been like,
go to Wally World, see how long it takes you to get out there.
That's why I decided not to go.
I've been there every day this week, and I'm like, I need a day off.
I
It's
told
like
you this
working
movie
there.
just wants to keeps going. It's like play, and I don't want to play. So this is a Universal film. It's a Comcast company. So it keeps going into save mode. All right, so are you ready to watch this movie? Again, this is our first view. We've never seen these films before. And this is just our reaction to it. Oh yeah, I forgot. Let's do the other stuff. So.
At least you didn't mute our mic this time.
So. We have a merch store right here.
Yeah, it's not that way. It's that way. That way. Right
Yeah.
there.
So,
Your directionals are a bit off sometimes.
well, I hate when it's mirrored. So, as you can see, we are on Redbubble. We are on Patreon. And I'm going to look into maybe doing a subscribe star or whatever. We are on Teespring. But most of our stuff's on Redbubble. You can follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Why was I going to say InDesign? I'm working a lot in InDesign lately. So there's that. We also have a PayPal. If you're interested, you can always support us on Streamlabs. And just liking, sharing, subscribing to our stuff is always awesome. And if you can't get enough of us, and we go more into depth, we also have a podcast, and that can be found on any podcast catcher out there. We're also on like iTunes, blah blah blah, but I don't know many people who do iTunes anymore because most of our stuff's like on iHeart. We get a lot of downloads on iHeart.
Mm-hmm.
Now we do sign up for another type of podcast catcher. It's called Radio Public, and what it does is a passive way of supporting your favorite content creator. I know this is not really, YouTube is not our business, but we're still content creators of some sort. And that way you can just listen to our podcast and it'll give us like a few here and there, but that starts adding up after a while. So if you like us or anybody else who's on there, that helps too, because after a while it does accumulate to to cash, and you don't have to do anything. You don't have to give you your cash to do it, and it's a free app.
Right.
So, and they'll just insert ads mid-roll, like I think beginning of mid-roll or something like that, and that's how they make their money. So it's sort of like old YouTube, where we used to be able to get money just from day one, and that's the one thing I like about it is because I think, and this is my personal opinion, I think podcasts are the way of the future, and I think people are going to go towards more podcast than YouTube, just because of the way everything is working out on YouTube. But we have yet to get it really hit with anything, but we took care of excess noise and stuff like that. We try to, so that's why we have the headphones on and all that other stuff. So, all right. Again, the movie is ah, you did it too. You did it too. Halloween, 2018. All right.
Luna, come here. Come here.
You can't have this.
You can't have the beer. She wants the beer. You want the fan on? Are you hot?
Oh, I forgot this is the Blumhouse version. Blumhouse has been doing a lot of good horror lately. They're actually becoming, like, to me, one of the more premier horror.
We might need to turn that fan on. She's hot. No, Luna. Come here.
Universal Pictures, Miramax, and Blumhouse present a
No, it's raining. It's raining. Our youngest niece is not very verbal, so she uses a lot of sign language. So we started working on Luna with sign language. So when the baby comes over, she can tell Luna things, and Luna understands. And so that's why you might randomly see me use sign language with the dog. Y'all think I'm not going nuts or anything. So she actually does understand some sign language.
But she has also a great Pyrenees, and they're very, very intelligent.
And they're as stubborn as the broadside of a barn.
Yeah, like other people I know.
And she gets a thought in her head.
Yeah, like
hard
other
to
people
get
I
it
know.
out of there.
Like a whole phone. Like, we need this one particular phone.
Shut up.
We don't need it tomorrow. We need it now.
Anyway.
Okay, this beer is actually getting better with every sip.
I'm sure those nodes of flavor enhance the more you drink of it.
Mm-hmm. It does not come across as Halloween-y, though.
Well, they were saying
I know.
it's not just for Halloween. The whole name, the White Zombie,
I know, but
it didn't have anything to do with the flavor. It's the name.
Well,
it's
I think
not
it
for
should.
Halloween.
I think it should have nodes of dead flesh in it, just to give it that extra zombie-like feeling. I don't know. I just.
We watch horror films. We never watch regular television. We have problems.
I think we try to watch regular stuff.
We're like, when is this person gonna die? Because I think they really should.
We could always go over to my mom's house and we go watch Lifetime with my mom.
She would make us leave the room.
Lifetime.
She asked me to leave the room the last time I watched Lifetime with her because I told her I hated this character. They needed to die. When are they going to get murdered? And she was like, you need to leave now.
Lifetime, we hate men. Or the Hallmark Channel.
I was like, so does that dude beat this lady to death or what? And she was like, Don't you have something you need to do? Isn't there something you need to clean now? Well, I guess that's my sign I need to leave. I said too much.
Well, she loves those Hallmark stuff, especially around the holidays.
I've ruined it for her. I've said too much. Time to leave now. Gave away the ending. So predictable. Oh, when it starts in a psycho ward, you know it's going to be good.
Yeah, all of them start in a psycho ward, I think. Don't most. Didn't the original one start in a psych ward, and then the remake did?
I don't know. It's been so long since I watched them.
Aesthetically, I love it. You know, I love that old, like, 80s, like late 70s, early 80s feel. He was in the wild.
Underestimate no one. Make sure your shoelace is tied.
Looks like they're on a big giant chessboard.
Do not cross the line.
All the time.
Only at night when I touch myself alone.
When I touch myself.
Then I think about them and their bloody corpses. He's not saying anything, but everybody around him is freaking out.
The classic sound as intro. I guess.
And it's like a rotted jack-o'-lantern, and then you see it like being rehydrated like it originally appeared when it was carved. It's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
As it's going through the cast list. John Carpenter.
Yeah, I guess John Carpenter actually wrote this score. So, but he was just like plucking away on a piano. Look at the color outside. It's sort of eerie.
Mm-hmm. About halfway through the regeneration of the jack-o'-lantern, it lights up and has that flickery light inside. They made the jack-o'-lantern have like a cleft palate.
Actually, I think it's supposed to be a knife.
A knife.
If you look at it, it's a weird shaped knife. It's a pie knife.
A pie knife?
Yep. Jason kills you with pie knives now. Haydenfield, Illinois. You want? No one sees a wizard.
No greenbacks. They open doors.
Yep.
Journalists don't pay to get stories. Well, yeah, they do. This time.
Yeah.
Got the door open, buddy. Show me the money. Got you your story, but it'll probably make your head come off, too. You antagonized the beast. You showed him the mask. Dang, that's a lot of locks.
Well, if you were her, you would have a lot of locks. That's what happened.
So friendly and smiling so much. You're sitting, words are coming out, this is talking. She looks so strange with long hair. Every time I've seen her in the past few years, she's had really, really short hair, so she must be wearing a wig, but...
Well, she may have grown it out, though. Who knows? I really don't care.
It's a wig.
Well, I mean, 2 failed marriages these days is not that bad. That's actually a pretty decent record. You know, they probably could have done that a little bit better. They were pretty douchey about it, bringing up her failed life, basically. Oof, that irritates me right there. She only drank a little bit of her orange juice and just set it on the table. Orange juice does not grow on trees.
Well, the oranges do.
That stuff's expensive, though.
That one girl's drinking bubble tea. Where the heck did she find that at?
At the bubble tea shop. At the corner of 5th and Main. Did you know we have a bubble tea shop?
Really?
In the town next to us? Yeah, it failed. Their inspection.
What inspection?
The health inspection. The law inspection.
How? Bubble tea is not hard to make.
It's slash like Asian food. Yeah. So, I guess a lot of it was cross contamination.
Yeah.
That's how they get a lot of restaurants, and they didn't that were running it didn't understand safety precaution like the standards. I was reading it up, but talking about that's beside the point. No, I saw one that was coming out, and that's close. It's in the next town over, next city over. I forgot what it was, but it was like something is like the Master or something like that, and all I could think of was like Torgo. I keep the place while the Master's away. You know, it's like.
You got a couch back there? Got a bookshelf? Can I see your bookshelf?
Can I sleep on a straw bed, man? A straw pile. Yeah, Dave. Shut up. Hey, douchebag. Hey, there's no PDA. When I was in school, like there's always a teacher every time you would like touch somebody, be like PDA. I need to see you after school. That's 5 points. I bet he's going as Buffalo Bill. Goodbye, horses.
He needs to share it with his friend because he's a little bit too uptight.
Yeah, I would say the same thing. What did she do? Like run around with a mask on or something?
She's fearful of everything.
Yeah.
She's agoraphobic. She don't never go anywhere.
Yeah, but you know she's a decent shot, so.
Yeah. If I was worried somebody was hunting me, I would be too.
Don't dry shoot your guns.
Yeah, it runs all the oil out of them. Defeats the point in cleaning and oiling them, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. Well, it could do damage to the mechanism.
Oh, she's sitting outside waiting for them to transfer him with a big old handgun in her lap.
Mm-hmm.
And I bet that's not her only partner in the gun. In the car.
The gun.
In the car. Dang.
Liquid courage. Little itty bitty bottles of liquor. Makes me feel like a giant.
Yeah. How's she gonna get to him though?
Yeah, that's a good question.
The thing is, it's Michael. She knows he's gonna escape. She just gotta follow the bus, wait for it to happen. He's gonna come to her.
Dead Bonnie and Clyde? Zombie Bonnie and Clyde? That restaurant's pretty pretentious. I'm just gonna grab this bottle of wine, and I mean, glass of wine is just.
I came to dinner and wanted to talk about seeing him and everything.
Yeah, but she's getting some, good skills. So. Run over him! Run over him! You know what? When I see people in white jumpsuits and a bus run off the road, I always stop. Maybe they should have on the buses too, like what they do on the signs when you go past a prison. Do not stop for anybody.
Oh my goodness.
Does everybody have to get out of the car? Do we all have to be stupid? We should never have gone out of the car.
That kid's only smart when he got a freaking gun.
Yeah.
The only bad part about it is it's a shotgun.
No, it's a bolt.
Will somebody get right up on him, he ain't gonna be able to use it.
That's a bolt.
The point is, it's not a short range gun, it's a long range gun.
But it's also like 5 bullets.
That officer's dead.
Alright, everybody get back in the car and let's get the heck out of here.
Bend down, get his handgun. Shoot, Lordy. Well, your dad's face is being eaten off by somebody by now.
Michael Myers didn't eat people's faces off, though. So Michael Myers didn't eat people's faces.
Who the heck did he just shoot?
Like the warden.
Holy heck. He's dead.
Who gave that away?
The snapping noise.
The strawberry slushy sounds disgusting.
He gets out there ain't not gonna be nobody there that's worth saving. Everybody's gonna be dead. And let yourself be known when you're dead. Dang.
That's a yoga position. October 31st. Well, either way, she has some nice tits.
I guess your phone concurred.
Yeah.
I figured that would happen.
Well, we'll be back here shortly.
It's Eric.
All right. Sorry about that. We're back. Your brother called.
Yep.
So, and he's sort of behind bars. So there's a limited time that they can call.
Yeah, it's not one of them phone calls you can avoid. So.
But because we're back, I also picked up another beer. This is a Highwire. It's from Highwire Brewing. It's called the Strongman. It's a coffee milk stout. And I just finished off my glass of coffee, so thought that would go. It's an unfiltered. It's a 5.3 alcohol by volume. You can never.
You need some light.
Yeah. Inspired by our head brewers Cafe Con Leche Fuel travels in Key West, this milk stout with some kick, local coffee from Dynamite Roasting Company is a cold extract and added post fermentation to the sweet creamy beer, and is brewed and bottled by the Three Rings Brewing Company out of Asheville, North Carolina. It is really good, and I've had a lot of these. I like coffee stouts, and most of them do it during the process, and I think it loses some of the coffee flavor. But I think the post brewing is probably the best way to do it.
I could smell it from here. Yeah, I could smell it.
Yeah, if you could get your hands on this is, if you like coffee stouts, I know some people don't. It's worth it. It is worth it. So, now I could not find any beers that was related, except for that White Zombie, related to the movie. So, but we're getting into that season where there's a whole bunch of IPAs and stuff like that. So this is sort of like, and then I start getting into more of the lighter beers when it starts getting warmer.
The citrusy and it's dark too. I could see when you're drinking it.
And then it's unfiltered. Yeah, I could see myself getting a 6-pack of this. They had a few other ones I'm willing to try. I'll even say it, if their brewing standards are as good as this bottle is, I might even try an IPA from them.
Whoa.
Probably hate myself in the morning, but I just can't do IPAs that much. I don't know if it's the hoppiness or what.
If I could drink, I can't do wheat beers and I can't do IPAs. They just can't.
Alright, let's get back into the movie.
I feel like them little Ethiopian kids look when I drink a wheat beer. I feel like my stomach.
Well, honestly, I like Shock Top, and out of all of them, and I have to be in the mood for that. That's a summer.
I mean, I think they taste good. I feel like my stomach is just bloats up.
Yeah.
When I drink.
I wasn't too terribly thrilled about.
Miserable.
I mean, I drank through that entire can of the White Zombie. It wasn't like, oh, I need to get this. Mm-hmm. It was just sort of like, nah.
You said the flavor builds a little bit, but it's not like extraordinary.
Yeah. No, that's a good light beer though. I'm just not a big fan of wheat beers in general.
To me, they're not worth the bloat that I get from them. But,
well, I'm not even thinking about.
Not everybody's sensitive to that like I am.
I'm not bloated because of it. It's just wheat beers are usually sweeter. Yeah. And I used to drink like Hoegaarden and all that stuff.
Would that be good in a chili?
This would be awesome. This or the People's Porter, but we had to drive like an hour to get that, if they still even carry it.
No, they have it at Art Fair, don't they?
Oh, that's about an hour away.
No, it's only 30, 45 minutes away.
But this is right up the road.
No, I like Art Fair for other reasons.
Yeah. No, we got it at, we didn't get it there. We got it at, Fresh Foods, when Fresh Foods was a thing. Before Amazon bought it.
Oh, Whole Foods. Whole Foods
yeah.
is an hour away. It's in downtown. And it's
a pain in the butt to get to. And I don't know what they carry anymore because of Amazon buyout.
I don't know. I mean, there's a Whole Foods and a Trader Joe's in Knoxville, and when we go for my surgery Wednesday, the only crappy thing is I'm going to feel like garbage. We're going to be like an exit above a Trader Joe's.
Yeah, well, we'll discuss that later, but, I mean, I'm more worried about, I guess, my dinner, but I'll just find something that night. So this is...
We can go through a drive-thru and get that.
So this is our pre-surgery live stream.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to be having back surgery on the 6th, so...
And so this might be the last live stream in a while, and our podcast, we're going to still try to do it. We're just trying to get it as much as we can done now, but I don't know when our next live stream is going to be.
Yeah, I'm going to be in the bed.
So if we could...
I'm probably not going to be in a very good mood, because
You're not in a good mood now. So.
me and pain do not go together.
You actually probably would be in a happier mood than you are lately.
I don't know.
I don't know either, but I'm getting tired of it. But let's get back into the movie, shall we?
I turn into short-tempered Sally, and it's not pretty. Michael Myers is missing. And I notice it's not my glasses that makes this film a little grainy.
No, I think there's a grain into it.
There's a graininess to it. I was thinking it was my glasses, but it's not. Which adds to the authenticity.
I'm still having a hard time trying to place the movie. Like, time era. You mean the gas station? Dude, why are you doing that? You look like an idiot. Okay, if you ever live in a city and you go in the middle of nowhere, like in a small little town somewhere, just do your thing. You don't have to wave at anybody that's looking at you. You just look like an idiot. That's my fair warning. Just do your thing. But if you're dressed up all nice and out of place, you're gonna get some looks, right? Right?
Yep.
I just hit the man. I told you I don't like.
I hope it doesn't start from the beginning.
No. The clean one. The golden. Holy clean.
Uh-oh. He's coming after you.
Well, what do you expect? She just went through all the dirty ones. You expect somebody else to use the dirty one?
You want your loo. Get up.
It's my turn.
That's okay. He'll pee between your legs. Or in your handbag.
Or in your hair. Oh, he's just taking a nap.
Yeah, just ignore all the blood.
Yeah, just a dirt nap. This is strawberry syrup. He was eating an ice cream. And he got really, really tired. And he liked to do dirty things with strawberry syrup. And his boxers. Or tidy whities. But he took a nap.
Teeth.
Ow.
Ow.
Between ow and oh god, I would need to take a shower after this. Oh, the baby Luna.
He's a bloody serial killer and you're gonna take him head on? With nothing less than a gun. You're an idiot.
Well, even Loomis even Loomis used a gun on him. Dr. Loomis took a gun to him and didn't kill him.
I wouldn't be worried about killing him. I'd be worried about just taking him down so you can get the heck out of there.
Yeah.
What do you expect? You taunted the man.
Yeah. You should have been using his toilet. Did you cut her toenails?
Hmm?
Did you cut her toenails?
Did I what?
Did you cut her toenails?
No, she sees the groomer Tuesday.
Oh, they seem like they're cut.
One of them broke.
Oh, I can feel it. Ah, better. Now I can't breathe.
I like that suffocation feeling.
I like the smell of latex. Oh.
Oh, Grandma's got a panic room.
I guess that's a good place for a secret entrance.
Most grandmas have an island that they bake cookies and do all that. This grandma's got a panic room under her island.
Can't get comfortable, can you? Because everybody needs. Where I grew up, everybody's like, "Oh, you have a gun? I gotta get mine."
Mm.
That guy, I swear, he always like talks in like whispers.
He killed people for a mask.
Yep. It was his mask. There are many like it, but this one is his. It says Mikey on the back of it. He wrote it in Sharpie. It says Mike.
A crayon.
But would crown and latex work?
Easy if you overlay it in blood. Gall.
Okay, douchebag.
Gonna see a lot of Michael Myers costumes this year, aren't we?
Yeah. Can you imagine murdering somebody with a hammer?
Be bloody.
No. Yes. Can you imagine how many bodies it was like, no, 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 yes.
There you are, my friend. Oh, it's a baby. You die too easily, baby. You shall live, you baby.
You know the thing I like about this? It just reminds me of the Halloweens that we grew up with. You know, like we didn't have parents everywhere. Everybody's decorated for the most part. The Luna's snoring. The Luna's snoring.
Mm-hmm. My foot's asleep.
Is it snoring?
Nope. It's not snoring. It's just sleeping. It's not as deep as the Luna is. Ah, she's nice enough to have private time. Just for her and Michael.
Ow. Right through the neck. I hate those blinds, though. I can never get them down. Like up or down, I'm like, I don't know how these work.
Yeah.
I don't think blinds should be hard to understand. I mean, they only have, like, a job. What, you mean weed? He's gonna bring some weed? He's gonna bring some Alakazam. You know the movie with Shaq. You mean Shazam? Yeah, that. Actually, I think he's my favorite character in this so far. He's sassy. That only happens in, like, movies. Weird choreo dance moves. Hey, there's two sides to a story. So we found the school whore. So she's fine with going to her friend's house to smoke some Shazam, but the booze is off limits.
If it were me, his jaw would have just got broke for ruining my damn phone. Or my wrist would have got broke on his jaw. One or the other. But when I was that age, my temper was an issue, so
You mean your temper's not an issue now?
it's better.
Glad.
I was more physical then. So now I might yell, but then I would hit you too, so. There's a lot of butcher knives in this movie. There's no birthday cake.
And clowns. Wow, it's crap.
Can't see. What?
I think she said dry screwed. You know, over the pants.
Wow. Is that supposed to be like a huge achievement?
Achievement unlocked.
Wow.
Yeah.
Let Dave get chopped the hell up.
Hey, pro rule. Don't wear a black bra with a white shirt. Especially if it's thin. What?
Send Dave, let him get chopped up. I don't like him as much as you.
Yeah. I actually don't like Dave. You could do better. You could do me. Does everybody have to be a dick in this movie?
Didn't check outside where Dave is getting his by the Kazam on. And she washed that butcher knife. It's about to get dirty.
Well, there's stuff hanging outside on the line. That only means that Jason's out there. Michael. Jesus. I always get them screwed up. What?
We've only said Michael about 10 times. And
I know, but it's just in my mind. I always get them screwed up, and I don't know why.
Jason can't swim.
But he could go to space.
But he lives in a lake, but he can't swim. It's unfortunate.
But
it's
he's
an
an
unfortunate coincidence.
But he's an astronaut. You go through astronaut training, okay?
He does go to space.
Yep. Along with Pinhead.
He probably...
How about you stop being a
What the heck?
douchebag?
He should get stabbed for that.
Yeah.
Knocking over somebody's bike.
Well, just getting on
What a
somebody else's
douche.
bike. Is that like an outhouse? Yeah, that would be my reaction too.
Aw, she's down.
Nope, I'm out. I'm out. Get a weapon. That guy whispers.
I think the word you're looking for is mumbles. Because even if he whispered, you could understand what he says. But he mumbles. So it's difficult to decipher what he's saying. Even if you whisper, you can understand the words that are coming
Hey, maybe he's a mumble rapper.
out. He's a mumble rapper.
He's the sheriff, the mumble rapper.
He's a mumble rapper. Speak up, boy.
What? I can't hear you through the mask.
Jason, I mean, Michael probably speaks.
See,
like
you did it too. It's not
I
just
did
me.
it just to annoy you.
This is my calling him Freddy.
Jason's better to be understood even when he's scuba diving.
None of them say anything.
They don't say that in real life. They say police department. Or police. They don't say their name.
Or sheriff department. Okay, crazy lady.
She must have the cops' scanner.
CB radio.
She'd be knowing where the popo is all the time.
Yep.
That's not him. That's that girl or somebody.
I actually dated a girl one time. Her father had his police scanner on all the time, and it annoyed the crap out of me. We'd be sitting there eating dinner, and the police scanner would be going off.
Why?
It's like I have to know what the police are doing at all times, just in case there's something would go on. I'm like, what are you gonna do? Put on your? It's just in my head. I'm like, what are you gonna do? Put your cape on? Old man. Well, she's a good shot, but not so much him, though.
Yeah, she shot to him ear though.
Well,
Dang, he stuck him to a wall.
yeah,
That was a sharp knife.
it was pig sticking him. You think hollow points?
That boy had a good, strong spine.
You think you would know better than sneaking up on people? Especially with a gun.
Mumbler! Mumbler!
Nope, get down this chair.
Get the freaking handgun. Get a freaking bazooka after that motherfucker.
Hey, watch the cussing.
Bazooka. Blow him till next week. Ba-boom.
We might need to go nuclear on his butt.
Make him glow. Michael to the moon. He'll be the first man to the moon.
You're her. I whack off to you nightly.
I can't say a curse word, but you can talk like that.
Everything. No, because YouTube has put a strictly you cannot curse type thing or they'll kick you off.
I've seen 1,001 other people do it.
I don't know.
Like incessantly, not just one.
But usually when you start, then
Yes, I know. He's so sweet. I wonder what his intentions are.
He wants to dip when she dips.
He wants to kill her underpants.
She wants to stab that vagina.
He wants to be the butcher knife for your virginity. He wants to kill your birthday cake. What?
Just don't know.
Well, let him stab you and you'll figure it out. You just won't be able to tell nobody or write it in a book. I want to know what pleasure he gets from killing. Well, give him a butcher knife and you'll find out.
Yeah. He's already found a butcher knife. He had to go through a hammer, though. No, this doesn't feel right. Yes.
He lost one, though, because he stuck a dude to a wall.
Yeah, but, I mean, he had a backup for him. So, he brought in a backup. Run! Run, white woman, run! He's a nice guy. You're not helping your case. Now I'm going to go and look on the internet. Alright. I'm going to go screw a pie now. That's what we call us nice guys. For listening. Yep.
You can hear him breathing too.
It's because it's a mask. Have you ever tried to breathe through a mask? It sucks. That's why I hate them. No, baby Luna, you don't have to get down. You're hot, aren't you? I had to die a virgin.
It's too bad.
Ow. Right through the bottom of your chin.
The jaw.
Jaw, yeah. Shut up! I know you're scared, but here's some booze. We'll keep the party going.
In the old trusty basement.
It's where they keep the cookies. We have a lot of Girl Scout cookies below. Grandma likes your Girl Scouts with Thin Mints.
What if you left the button up there?
Yeah,
and somebody-
that's what I was thinking. Really? That's not much of an arsenal.
Why would you have a long-range rifle for a basement?
Well, I mean, it's not like you're going to be in the basement. I mean, any of those guns are going to deafen you. Especially in a close, combat situation. Heck, if you're such a gun nut, and if you're really worried about that type of stuff, you could use a tax credit and get yourself a sawed-off shotgun. If you want to do it legally. Heck, if you're really a gun nut, you really wanted to, and if you had it, if you could, and if you could find one, get a machine gun before 1987, and use a tax credit that way.
Dang. The doctor had a pin
He had a penknife.
that turned into a scalpel,
Yeah.
and he stabbed the sheriff about 3 or 4 times with it.
I guess he wanted to know what Michael Myers was like.
He said Michael was dead, but I seriously doubt that.
Oh.
This is what it feels like, he says.
It's on him.
He's not dead. Just knocked him out. He's still breathing.
Yeah. That's where I'm going to put my penis.
Aww. The doctor puts on Michael's mask and drags him
Basically, he just turned into Michael Myers, in theory. I think he pretty much made the crash happen. I don't get breathing in this thing. It smells weird. It smells like bad breath. Ugh.
Oh, he ran over the sheriff with his own car. Ugh.
just go.
Yeah, at least those two cops will distract him long enough for her to get away.
Yeah. Ooh.
And I so was looking forward to watermelon in the spring. Now all I'll think about is the doctor's head being crushed.
Yeah. This will eat it. Just get a spoon. Just... You're not eating watermelon in bed, by the way.
It's my bed. I eat it in a bowl. You act like I'm a savage.
But then the Luna one's gonna want to eat it.
She's not eating it in the bed. She won't keep it in the bowl. She is a savage. She's a dog. She eats it like a dog. She has to put everything on the carpeting and eat it. Or on the bed and eat it. She's messy. She won't leave things in the bowls and things that you put them in. She has to straw them everywhere. I'll put a towel down and everything. She makes a mess. Yay.
Head a lantern.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, how you doing?
Well, so much for you.
Too trusting.
He didn't get the proper training from the right age. He was doomed.
Doomed from the beginning. He didn't have a mouse trap. Even the mouse were like, this guy's an idiot. And they knew it. I think he's dead. I'm sort of shocked she doesn't have pickwits in it, in her house.
Mm.
You know, holes where you could shoot out of.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
You can't kill her though. They won't be able to make the next one. How many of them are they supposed to make?
I don't know.
Well, there goes that hand.
Mm-hmm. That was my squeezing arm. Squeezing arm.
See somebody from outer space.
Hello, Jason, and how are you doing today?
We're gonna examine your butthole. Open up.
Oh, Michael. Jeez, every time.
Come on, big boy. Oh, him's lost some piggies.
Mm-hmm. Of a squeezing arm. But his tickling arm is good. Don't do that. So what's the point of the... Whatever.
She's gonna die and her daughters are gonna carry on.
Yep.
But the point is, her daughter sucks.
Yep. But because of the training she had, it's gonna make it through.
He's not there.
Why don't you have one attached to your gun? This actually sort of irritates me.
Unless her daughter ends up having her mind all twisted and ends up being the next Michael, and her granddaughter ends up having
Well, it should be Michelle. Store's closed.
No chili con carne tonight.
In the land of mannequins.
Granddaughter's gonna end up going insane and killing people. Daughter's gonna have to hunt her.
I'm surprised she has doors.
She doesn't.
Surprised she doesn't have like mirrors too. You know, like those corner mirrors you see in stores. So nothing could be hidden. You know what I'm trying to say? This big fish.
Mm-hmm.
Lambs to the slaughter.
Mm. No, alien.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. She still has doors and stuff. You know what I'm
Yeah.
trying. For somebody who's all like, he can be around anywhere at any turn. Why would she have doors?
Mm.
Maybe he's a mannequin.
I was gonna say he's behind one
Yeah.
of them because there's blood on him.
She really fails at this.
Don't come at a man with his favorite weapon of choice.
Yeah.
He's gonna take it from you, or he's gonna stab you with it.
She really is crap. I've been training this for my whole life and I failed miserably.
Pretty much.
Not here, sweetie. I'm coming. Crap, she's after me now.
I would have been soundproof in that damn room.
Mm-hmm. She has cameras up there, but she doesn't have cameras down there. Or screen monitors. Have you noticed that?
Where's the grandmother? You'll be getting your gun. Get your gun, girl. Pressure's loaded.
It's not just loaded. Hopefully it's taken care of.
The mother has. She's a stickler for details.
Obviously not. I'll be right back.
Why do I need to hold your thing?
Hmm?
Why do I need to hold it? Am I the official holder of the earbuds, earphones, whatever? Christopher's having a boy.
Okay. Well, this is...
Eric's boy. He's having a boy.
What did I do wrong?
Everything.
Obviously. So, you say she's a stickler for everything, but like little things are just aren't really irritating with her and her preparation. That's fine. He'll kill you.
Dang, he beat the shit out of her. Oh, nothing like a good cast iron right to the face.
I wonder if it's a lodge. Going back up on the couch. Come on.
The details did not get past her. That house is gonna go a boom.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a cage, it's a trap. Read in between the lines. The trick is you gotta get out.
Unless it's just like an incinerator.
Hasn't he been burned before?
Okay, well, we'll talk about that at the end of this. So basically, they turned the house into a big giant crematorium. But that even irritates me even a little bit more.
Yeah, because the ones upstairs went off. They had so many minutes to get out.
It's Michael driving. Get in! So where are you guys all heading? Crystal Lake? Does that sound good? Crystal Lake? If you want to go to a nice little campsite?
So it ends with them all riding in the back of a truck.
Yeah.
And the granddaughter has the butcher knife, the bloody butcher knife in her hand.
Yeah.
So, as I said, they kind of hint that the trilogy is going to continue, just,
So it's not going to be Michael Myers. It's going to be like Michelle Myers.
the family line.
Yeah.
Well, her name isn't Michelle. It's
Well,
Julia or whatever, something with a J. So,
okay.
we'll see.
Some of the extended on. We're not going to even. These don't even sound that interesting. Extended shooting range.
Her name is Allison, is what it is. Allison's name. I knew it was something with an A.
But is extended shooting range deleted suicide thoughts? Ooh. Shower mask visit. Jog to a hanging dog. Allison friends at school. Cameron and cops don't mix. Deluxe. Banhut me cops. And something about right along. None of those even sound that interesting. Do you think so? I mean, some of the other bonuses are back in Haddonfield, the making of Halloween, the original Scream Queen, the Sound of Fear, the Journey of the Mask, and the Legacy of Halloween. Yeah, the Legacy might be interesting. But
Deleted scenes and extended scenes, I always like that part. But
we could go through. I mean, we could watch
the
them.
Scream thing, I ain't got the patience for all that.
I mean, do you want to watch the? I mean,
not necessarily.
Okay, so what did you think?
I thought it was good.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought some of it was a bit predictable.
And well, they're always sort of predictable. I have some issues with it outside of just what it was. I definitely would say add it to our collection. Like, I don't mind getting the Blu-ray. I just don't like renting a Blu-ray. Because it's... You never know with these movies how good they're going to be, and this is an extra $1 I really don't want to spend.
Yeah.
And this week we didn't get our deal, so...
We're cheap.
Well, it's not just that, but it's just...
No, it is that.
Well, okay.
Would you rather spend that extra money on something we're going to use all the time, like headphones, because headphones are falling apart.
My headphones are fine. They're stable.
See, you're saying they're fine because you're cheap. We're cheap.
Until things turn around, then I'll get ones. But these work for right now.
You guys can send us money if you want. If not, because we're cheap. And
all right. So, some other things is that this sort of retconned everything. This movie retconned everything.
Mm-hmm.
It basically got rid of all the other Halloweens up to that point. Up to this first one. So outside of the first one, the Halloween series didn't happen. That's one of my gripes, is that I don't like when they do that. I think that they should just play into the rest of the, like,
Yeah.
especially because she does face up against Michael again in H2O and stuff like that. I mean, there's nothing I don't think that would conflict in any of those storylines other than issues here and there, but I mean, most of those are just slasher films. And some of the other stuff that sort of bothered me was I had a hard time trying to place when it was, because they're trying to be like retro, but at the same point not. And I think the one thing that sort of killed me on two different fronts was like, oh, this brings into the modern age, was one, the tape recorder, and then the other one was there's those decals for like a Sirius XM radio.
Mm-hmm.
That just sort of like.
But they really gave it that kind of late 80s, early 2000s.
Yeah.
Somewhere in there, mid 90s feel.
Yeah.
But not.
Yeah. Again, it was one of those like mixed genres. Like it was in its own time, like own universe.
Mm-hmm.
Like if everything worked out and nothing, we continued with what we had from like the 90s.
Right.
Some of the other issues I had with it was, I don't want to be controversial, but the thing is Jamie Lee Curtis is very anti-gun, and during the shooting of this film, the Parkland shooting happened, and the reason why she's using bolt action and what is it called? Basically bolt action.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of, let's say, something with like somebody who would be semi-automatic with an extended clip, which would be the preferred weapon of preppers and stuff like that, like AK-47. Like, I'm not going to continue with this film if we have any of these guns that certain people have deemed wrong. And that means every semi-automatic had to be taken off and replaced with a bolt action. And if you know anything about bolt actions, they're fine guns for certain things, but when you're being hunted and stuff like that, you want something with a little bit more stopping power and more ammo to it.
Especially when you're being hunted by someone that pretty much nothing takes them down.
Yeah, and I was going to talk about that too. There's some really interesting theories about Michael that was really interesting that I watched not that long ago. And then some other things was like, if I remember right, preppers don't like plastic bottles, especially for water, because they deteriorate over time. So you usually put like water in like steel barrels and stuff like that. And she had a whole bunch of like jugs of water. Like I said, I don't think prepper. I mean, maybe just some preppers that I watched that prefer not to have plastic, because it does deteriorate, and if it does get hot and stuff like that, you could taste the plastic.
Yeah.
So, and plastic is not the safest of materials for extended periods of time. So I think, and it's just like tactically her house sort of irritated me. Like I said, I'm surprised she doesn't have like pickets and stuff like that where you would take, you can shoot at a range from in your house. It's just like a little hole in your wall that you could shoot out of.
Well, because she was making her house
a death trap.
Right. She wanted him to come to her because she knew he was going to come to her.
Yeah.
So she.
I mean, at the end it makes sense, but up to the build up to that reveal, you're just like, but like the whole like great.
So they made it. They made you think that the premise of she was making her house a place where she could survive and close herself off But in essence, it was the opposite.
Yeah.
So it really was smart the way they did it.
Well, but in my head, I'm like, why couldn't you have done both? You know, make it both, offensive and defensive. You know, set it up the way she did, but take extra steps to maybe try to slow him down. Mm-hmm. And like I said, like little things like the doors bothered me. If somebody was that, I'm gonna be honest, I grew up without doors because my mom is a paranoid individual, so we grew up without doors. So, like somebody who is paranoid, usually they will take down doors, either to rooms or closets or whatever. Anything that they could hide behind, they would not be there.
Yeah.
And like I said, I'm surprised there wasn't like the mirrors you see at retail shops. So you don't have to go behind a corner or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess the thing about burning the house is like, why didn't she have a decoy house too? Like I'm surprised she didn't like live in a bunker and then have like a decoy house. So all the really valuable stuff would be in the bunker compared to the decoy house.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe because I want to live in a bomb shelter.
I don't think Luna would want to go downstairs, or she could physically even do that. But
no, they have elevators.
Anyway,
okay.
I think it was a pretty good movie, and you guys just need to watch it and come to your own conclusion
on what you think. So there were some interesting theories about Michael Myers, that he actually, the reason why he doesn't stop in pain is because there's a neurological defect that blocks pain receptors.
Mm-hmm.
And one theory is that
there are some people that have certain, and it's actually, I believe, a chronological defect to where they cannot feel pain.
Yeah, so I think like adding that into, they don't have to come out and say it, but I think that's a really interesting idea, theory that would explain a lot why he doesn't stop even when he's being burnt alive, because he doesn't feel it. Mm-hmm. Another one is that he's a deadite from the Evil Dead series, because a lot of people are trying to tie in all these. They're like, oh, they're loosely based on each other. There's tie-ins and stuff if you look hard enough.
That's a little bit more unrealistic, but
yeah. I like them more because they try to play with more of the lot. I won't say the logical. I mean, obviously, constantly getting shot at and stuff like that.
Well, I would say the next series, they're going to bring out a little bit more of the depthness to it. Because I'm sure the doctor that he just killed isn't the only one that's ever... This isn't the first doctor he's ever killed. No,
I mean, he technically killed Loomis.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Loomis, and... But I'm surprised. I was sort of shocked about how, I guess, the doctor turned into what he did.
That's not surprising.
Well, I guess not. I mean, if you study...
That's the least surprising thing about this.
I guess the scalpel thing was interesting.
It was.
And then... I mean... I'm glad they didn't really deal with a lot of the, other ones was, like, oh, they're teenagers. Like a lot of the, they didn't really focus on the kids. I sort of like that. I did like the theory that the doctor did bring out are they both keeping each other alive? Because that's the end goal type thing.
Yeah.
is to kill the one that got away, basically.
Right. So essentially, one of them has to die.
Yeah. And so the question is does he die or does he get away, or
You know, who's going to be the one to ultimately, win that battle?
yeah. But overall, I think it was a good movie, except for, I mean, there's like just little things that, and I try never to, if I have plans of watching a movie, I try to not look up anything about that movie at all, if I can help it. But, things creep in.
I didn't look up anything about this one. I did look up some things about other movies.
Well, oh, and did you notice that some of the masks come from Halloween 3?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, the mask looked familiar.
And I'll be honest, I wouldn't mind. I love Halloween 3. I'm one of the few people that do. Because I understand that's a separate movie from the franchise, or where they were trying to go with a franchise before they decided to go back to what people wanted. Because originally the franchise was supposed to be, they would attach Halloween, and then each movie would be a different movie. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Like it would be an anthology series that would happen around Halloween. And I think Michael Myers would have been the tie-in. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Instead of making it just him. But other than that, it would be interesting to see if they do make a Halloween 3 remake. Although I do like the original one. I feel like that one's the creepiest one. I mean, the idea of wearing a mask and then at a certain time it basically turning you into goo. Anything else you want to add?
No, I think that's pretty much it.
So, on your phone.
I'm pretty much done.
But, yeah, I mean, this is definitely worth a watch. It's not one of those ones that's like, ugh. And it's pretty intensive. I mean, it keeps your attention throughout the movie. I don't feel like it lagged at all anywhere. Like, oh, they gotta cut that out. You know what I'm trying to say. And how did you feel about this mask?
I liked it.
It was a lot dirtier than,
It kind of looked like when they viewed it up close, it almost looked like somebody had took a ballpoint pen and like drew the lines in.
And they
But far away, it looked really cool.
Yeah.
But up close, it was strange.
And I don't feel like it looked like Shatner's mask. I feel like it was somebody else that they did. But, I don't know. It could have been a Shatner mask. Either way, I mean, I liked it. I mean, I'm not a big, I've been honest, I'm not a huge Halloween or Jason movies. It's just till I got older, till I started going, I'm going to watch these again. Because when I was a kid, I really hated them. I really didn't care for them, to be honest, because it was just mindless, in my opinion. But now I enjoy the mindlessness, I guess, because every day is filled with something else, and sometimes you just need to turn on something stupid and slashery. You know what I'm trying to say?
Mm-hmm.
So, all right. So that's the end of the stream. It's a 3 hour and 3 minute stream. Well, we had like half an hour because your brother called.
Yeah.
And
Well, we appreciate you guys.